May 16th, here we are, May 16th. Wow, this month's gone by so fast. The retrograde is over. A few more days lingering, of course, that energy. The eclipse energy will kind of dissipate in this next week. So letting that kind of roll out, right? Still be very careful in your communications with other people. Otherwise, because a lot of times that eclipse energy can still be kind of volatile. And I saw that actually this week occur. And, if you're a witness to that kind of thing, step back and move away, right? Just step back and stay out of it. One thing I would say, which I love doing, putting my essential oils before I meditate on my third eye or my star chakra, the back of my neck, kind of like at the base. And actually even putting it on the top of your head before meditation or before sleep. Certain oils will help you dream. Like myrtle oil is fantastic if you put it on the top of your head for dreaming. Maybe asking a particular question when you go to sleep that you want to ask the angels or your higher self. Writing that down and asking your higher self to give you guidance and information. So let's see, what do we need to know for the week of May 16th? I'm going to do a collective reading today, and tomorrow I will do an all zodiac reading for the week. What do we need to know? Okay, so there's some situations that are just fated not to, not to be for your highest good. And allowing that transition to occur is necessary this week. It's funny, I'm like in this tapestry here of the cosmos, and then the same tapestry is on this bedding, and I'm seeing these like visions of beings in the galaxy, and they're very much, yes, watching what we're doing. There's no question about it. And people who want to continue to create out of manipulation, out of gossip, projection, those are very low energies. So it's kind of like awareness is something different. Awareness about somebody is a different situation than somebody who is purposely sort of manipulating or gaslighting. Those are people who don't have your back, right? And who want to continue to create trauma, which is very sad because it's really not creating any positive sort of energy on the planet, right? So what else do we need to know to move through this week? What else do we need to know to move through this week? Because, chaos energy is good, but, sometimes we have to go through that, right? So we get happy in reverse. And it's like, okay, what are we focusing on? How can we lighten the energy, I mean, like even using essential oils just immediately lightens the energy and the mood, right? Some crystals, some essential oils, and it smells amazing. So much gratitude for the planet and the plants on this planet. The incredible wisdom, that we experience from the earth. So if we choose to redirect our energy and not participate with others in this kind of trauma, especially if it's harming other individuals, because that is a really unfortunate situation, especially if, you know, there's somebody who just wants to continue to harm somebody. It's a karmic situation, because if they continue to do that, it's stuff they're going to actually have to deal with at some point. And if you're involved in like group situations where you feel like you have some kind of power, you know, greater power to harm somebody else, that is a perceived false sense of power. So I would highly recommend staying away from people like that, because you think in the moment it's not going to affect your life. It will. Guaranteed. So this is Milk and Honey. It's like, redirect your attention and your energy on the sweetness of life. I mean, how beautiful is this planet, and how blessed are we to be here? You know, step into that yin energy, that receiving energy of the earth, of the animals, of, you know, children playing, of, I mean, all the loveliness on this planet. And it doesn't mean to allow yourself to be a doormat to people's very toxic behaviors. So instead of being unkind and manipulative or projecting onto people, just be nice, right? Be nice. And stay out of people's business. I mean, honestly, that's what I can tell you. The biggest lesson, I think, is when people are unhappy with their lives, they step into other people's business. So don't step into other people's business as much as possible. Like if you're in a living situation or a space with somebody, you know, I mean, you're going to have awarenesses, yes, but make sure they're not projections, because that's a very different situation. And then so towards the end of the week, like, what are we stepping into? What's coming in? What energy is coming in towards the end of the week? Yeah, staying really present, you know, in the here and now. Be honest with yourself and others. You know, confrontation is not always the way, and how you're going to choose to maybe like express yourself. You know, if you're around volatile situations or people, step aside and let it kind of just pass through you. Step aside. Make sure you're doing your energy healing work this week, because that's pretty imperative. And not allowing people who want to be energy vampiric. Okay, so a lot of times people create trauma and upset and all these things. I always tell people, it's never okay to take out your anger on somebody else, or to just throw out energy like that into the space. That is fucked up and not okay. Go to a therapist or something else, but don't explode onto people, especially if it has nothing to do with them. So a lot of times energy vampires will actually create that kind of thing on purpose, because what it does is it creates an energy in the space, and if somebody reacts to it, they can feed off the energy of the reaction. So instead of reacting, if somebody's creating some trauma around you, just step aside, you know? Step aside, go take a walk, go outside, get on your phone, call somebody, you know, put your headphones on, whatever it takes to let that energy just pass on by, because that's the most important piece. And if people are trying to, the other thing that I've been picking up on is people who want to try and keep rehashing past traumas and wounds. Like rehashing past traumas and wounds. You know, that's not being in the present moment. The past is gone. The past is gone. And it's not creating anything positive for anybody in your life or anybody else's, unless you need to, you know, talk to somebody about a particular situation. But if someone's just like on and on about, you know, the past or whatever, it's actually really pointless. And the past does not have near as much energy as the present moment does. And you know why? Is because the energy in the present moment is all we have. The past is gone. There is no future. The only moment is right here, right now, in the present moment. So if you can actually slow it down and just kind of let the energy, you know, meditate on something with your eyes open for 5 minutes, being really present in the moment, will be really beneficial. And so what else do we need to know? What do the angels want to inform us of for this week? What do the angels want to communicate with us? Self-acceptance. So just like being gentle and easy with yourself. I find that people who want to talk all the time, it's kind of a very low grade way of like manipulating time and space. Being quiet, meditating, go read a book, go take a bath, take a walk in nature, a peaceful walk, go write, journal, you know, do some things that would add to creating and shifting the energy. Because when you shift it for yourself, you shift it for everybody on the planet, right? Because you take your energy out into the world. So we have holy love. So remember that sacred space of love in yourself and others. Let's see here. A sacred space of love in yourself and others. And what else do the angels want us to know? Okay, so this is like a Michael Archangel card. And you can call on other angels, of course. I always do. To kind of walk with you, you know? So I always envision many angels with me all the time, all day long, all night long. It's super important for me to stay connected. And what else do I need to know? What else do we all need to know this week? For this week of May 16th, that would create a shift in what we're creating for ourselves on this planet. So only weavers know the time. Only weavers know the time. So it's like divine timing, synchronicities that show up, knowing that, you know, we are connected to the divine and to other beings in the universe, and we're not all just like controlling everything, right, individually. So I think that's a very important way to go through this week. You know, looking at the stars. Like, I love to look at the stars at night. It's so lovely. And it just kind of reminds me of that connection to my higher power, my higher self. You know, because the universe is inside all of us individually, right? We have the universe inside each one of us. And it's a beautiful thing. But how can we guide ourselves in a way that's going to move us forward on our path? So one crystal that I would highly recommend wearing this week is citrine. So this is actually my baby ring. I love it. And it's a little heart citrine. I have some bigger citrine crystals as well. But so either get some jewelry or a bracelet, a necklace, whatever you know, crystal, put it in your pocket kind of thing. And then also this is sunstone. So sunstone is a fantastic crystal to be wearing as well. It creates greater positivity. It's really uplifting. It can create, you know, like new doors opening, new doors, new paths, new directions, like synchronistic moments kind of thing. So, and maybe a little bit of good luck, right? We don't want to deny that. We all have that, right? So just be present this week and keep praying. I think stay really connected and close to a higher power, and know that you're protected and you're being guided, and nothing lasts forever, right? This is just a blip in your life. It will pass. If there's anything difficult going on, I have things in my own life, you know, it's like we need to remember these things will pass, and knowing that we deserve and are worthy of love and kindness and respect and honesty, integrity from other people, and the truth. So let's create that instead of, you know, people who seem to want to create manipulation or just really cruel, unkind ways of being on the planet. That, you know, war and mob mentality and people who get together in groups thinking that they're somehow, like they have some kind of like energetic uplift from harming somebody emotionally. It's not cool and it's not kind. So I would say to all of you, stay kind and stay out of other people's business and create from your own heart and space. And respect other people's space, because it's very important. Okay, have a blessed week, and I will be doing an all zodiac reading for the zodiac signs tomorrow. Okay, blessings.